DJ Keith's got something queued up. Play that shit, nigga. You know what it is. Hey, I don't own copyrights to this shit. But come on with it. What he said? Hey, let's go. The nigga said. That nigga Ray just hit this note, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about?
And we back.
Ray just hit this motherfucking note. Welcome back, you fake sick ass nigga.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh. You could reveal cause you were a dream that you should not have been. Had to remind you niggas, we grown over this motherfucker. Hey. Welcome to another episode of What's the Status, Travis. I'm your host, Travis. Got my boy Ali to the left. To his left, you got your boy Just Ray Don't Play.
Yes,
he was faking sick last week, but my boy is fucking back.
Hey, we back. I was fucked up, nigga.
Let's go.
On his deathbed.
I was fucked up, nigga.
Hey.
We believe it now.
Nigga.
We believe it now. I ain't believe it at first. Not
That
gonna
flu
lie. I
ain't
ain't believe
no
that shit
joke,
at all.
nigga.
Thought
That
he was
shit. I
faking.
done had the
Thought he
flu
was
and
faking.
COVID. Give me COVID all day, nigga. That flu ain't
That
no
sounds
joke,
crazy,
nigga.
but no. I
It
don't
do
want
sound
neither.
crazy,
I don't want neither.
Nigga, you had that shit, nigga.
That sounds wild.
Nigga.
He had that shit.
That shit packed me the fuck up.
That nigga was out of here. We called that nigga. We was like, yo, you coming?
I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it.
Tried to sell him with the best. He
Nigga
wasn't
said,
biting on nothing.
nigga said, no bueno. You know what I'm saying?
To the
No
max, to the
buenos.
10th.
That shit packed me up.
To the 10th fucking power. What up, what up, what up, what up? Like I said, man, we back, man. Things good. Feels good to have everybody in here. We already know how Ray was feeling. Mr. Alejandro, Mr. Ali, Mr. I Like Chicken.
And we back.
How you today, brother?
I'm great.
Great.
Phenomenal, actually.
What's new? Anything new?
Marvelous. I like chicken. Okay.
That's not new. That's not new.
I thought,
That's
you know,
not-
I
That's not
my
new.
bad.
You know what I'm saying?
I just
That's
thought
Mr.
that
I
was some
Like
regular shit,
Mr.
you know?
I Like Chicken, Mr. Just Ray Don't Play, and I'm just trying. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be me, how I be me. I'm supposed to be me. My other brothers in the fucking building behind the
That's a fact.
scenes.
That's a fact.
That's
a fact.
Puerto Rican Goya Bean, nigga. Oh, my fault. I forgot you with that too. I love them niggas. First off, stop the shit.
Damn.
Before the cameras
All right.
came on, I was all types of oil marks and black. Now I say some shit. These niggas want to say, hey, yo,
That's a
fuck
cap.
these niggas.
That's a cap, but you know,
Straight like that.
but I love you.
You know what I'm saying? Like you too.
This brotherly love. I'm staying out of this.
You know what I'm saying? We got to get in. That's what we do. That's what we do. But anyway, we got to start this bitch off the right way, man. We got to start this bitch off the right way. The windows is open in this motherfucker.
Naturally, it's hot.
Won't know why they open? Because there's a breeze outside.
Yeah, Mother Nature, she ain't on her shit no more.
Niggas don't need their coat. I feel like somebody went upstairs and gave Mother Nature some dick. Okay. Somebody went up there and gave Mother Nature some goddamn deep, and I love it.
I
Okay?
ain't even mad. I ain't mad.
Because we got 39-degree weather, and the back outside boys and the hometown hood harlots is outside running rampant. Okay, and I like it. 39 degrees outside for the outside boy, for the back outside boys in the hometown hood harlots. If y'all stepping outside, you stepping outside for Thirsty Thursday, go do what the fuck you supposed to do.
Naturally.
You feel me? Today's the day. I hope you dress comfortably today. You don't need no coat, I don't think.
I guess work hard, play harder.
You know what I'm saying? As you should.
Right.
It's the eve to the weekend, so you feel me? We gotta do what we gotta do, man. But yes, for the back outside boys in the hometown hood harlots, it is 39 degrees outside. Please go out there, be safe, go get you a drink. If you get a date, bring her home. You ain't gonna have to give her your coat today, fellas. You get to see what I'm saying? She get to walk out that bitch coatless.
It was cold that
It was
night.
cold that night. You ain't got to be a gentleman today, ladies and gentlemen. All right. But let's move forward. Listen, man, as we always say, we usually have a phrase or a word of the day. And a phrase for me, not a phrase of the day, but the word of the day for me is maturity. The reason I'm going to say the word of the day is maturity is because we've seen a lot of things on the illustrious, the most accurate, the most credible source, Snapchat, that has
That's why I started shaking my heart. The way it's going with this shit.
that has been showing a lot of
Trying to get
immaturity,
deal. I
and
ain't
we're gonna
mad at
talk
it.
about it.
You gonna get
Because if you
sponsorship, for
listen, if you read the slogan on the YouTube channel that says we talk about new shit, rap shit, and yo shit if it gets to us, okay? And yo shit done got to us this week, okay? There's a lot of yo shit that we're gonna be talking about. But nah, man, maturity. Also, on a serious note, man, just being mature, man. Knowing when it's time to go home, when it's time to leave the party, when it's time to call it quits, when it's time to stop running around here, being a whore, when it's time to stop being, I'm saying, when it's time to just do mature shit, okay? Got to figure that out because there's a lot of motherfuckers in here that ain't mature. But I'm going to be mature here before we get to the bullshit, which is not so quick hits. It is Black History Month. I think tomorrow is the last day of Black History Month, ain't it? That's not an applause for the last. It's Black History Year Day every day for us. You know, we represent the blackity blacks. Now that we got my brother up in here, we represent the Puerto Rico blacks too. The Afro Puerto Ricans, all of them. We represent all blackness that is black.
Yeah, his soapbox.
Okay?
So that means he's taller. I hear it. Go ahead.
Appreciate you.
Minutes,
with that being said, we're going to give you a black fact of the day.
Oh, let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
For me, this one is going to come from something that I watched myself. I'm going to shout out Stax Records. Stax Records was a record company, one of the first black-owned record companies in the deep south of Memphis. In doing so, they only had their own studio. It was right down there. Now, look, white people and black people could work together inside the studio. The minute they walked outside of that studio, they had to act as if they did not know each other.
Fuck niggas.
Facts. However, with that being said, though, you got some of the most illustrious talent to ever come out of there. You had Otis Redding, who had Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. That, you know what I'm saying? You had Otis Redding. You had Isaac Hayes. You had a whole bunch of other people that have, I think, molded what the music that we listen to is today. And back then, if you really think about it, there was a lot of times where African Americans would make a style of music, and that style of music wouldn't go mainstream unless those songs were given to somebody of the Caucasian persuasion. Stax Records is pivotal and was pivotal to what we listen to, the soul music, a different sound that we got from down south, and things of that nature. And I just wanted to pay homage to it. There's a documentary out called Stax Records, and it kind of goes through this entire story of how they came to be, how there was one white lady who took a chance on African-American talent, who just happened to keep walking into a record store, and she ended up turning her store into a record label, and one of the best that ever occurred. Towards the end, politics did take place, and obviously, as all good things must come to an end, and it did. But I do want to shout out Stax Records, because if you think about Isaac Hayes, he's one of the most sampled artists ever in hip-hop history, and it came from that record label right there. So for the black fact or black facts of the day, Stax Records, shout out to y'all.
Respect for you.
All right, you motherfuckers. It's time. Not so
I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Not So Quick Hits is a spot where we talk about quick topics that we never talk about quickly. So
pretty much.
Hence the name. Not so quick hits. You feel me? So the first one I want to give y'all is this one. This shit was fun. I don't know if it was funny or not, but I have to bring this to the pod, because I think we could have a little fun, but also think about what the hell was going on here. So, you know, some people have problem conceiving or having babies, and some relationships do. And doing so, there's multiple ways of technology for us to still allow those families and those relationships to still enjoy being able to have a child. One of those is IVF. IVF is
in vitro fertilization.
Exactly. Okay. I believe that is the practice of taking an egg and getting it fertilized by.
So you take the egg out of the woman, you take the sperm from the nigga, you put it in a little plate, put that shit together, mix it up, and then stuff it in her uterus.
And then and then that makes baby.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, in this case, we had a white woman with her Caucasian husband. And when baby came out from IVF, it was dark as me.
Chill, bro.
Now listen.
So at this point, are you happy that you have the baby?
First off, fuck that. One,
this is why you did
they are suing because the baby came out.
So they checked the box. They checked the box.
No, they checked
the box and said they wanted a white baby.
The fucked up part is with IVF, they're supposed to take the man's sperm and the woman's egg and put it in a petri dish and put it together.
Okay.
So if that's her husband,
who showed up for that visit? Let's get there. Who showed up for that visit?
Who's nigga?
If you say it that way, that means somebody was there.
In her.
Now here, that's one theory. My theory was
she never went.
Yeah, she was. That might be Jerome Baby.
She was getting some pipe on the side.
That might be Jerome Baby.
Because It could be because after they even implant the fertilized egg in her uterus, they still tell you to continue to have sex. So because that egg might not plant itself. So they tell they encourage to still continue to have sex and throw more sperm in there. So you know what I mean?
So you said that night.
Nah, it ain't gotta be that night because depending on
That's a couple days.
cycle.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's
listen.
You can smack on Monday and she won't get pregnant by Friday.
I'm telling you right now, my nigga Malik. I'm telling you right now, my nigga Malik. Tag that.
Hey,
that's Malik, baby.
Okay.
That's my nigga. That's my
nigga. Gave him a name and all.
That's my nigga. That's my nigga Malik Johnson. You know, niggas got the last name Johnson.
Malik, what if that nigga just had like in his family tree? He had what they call it?
You can have mutation.
Nah, not mutation, but you know how they got the what they call it? The shit where it's like the genes is like sleeping and then they awake out of nowhere.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
No. That wasn't the case, my brother.
Yeah, no. Nah.
Hell no.
That was not
that man could have had a gene that skipped a generation. It was a mutation. But for you go white on white and then go this way. like
listen,
what we talking
I'm
about?
telling you right now.
What kind of mutation and or regress gene is that?
Ain't no mutation.
Somebody slipped her a Mickey and fucked her shit up.
Or she allowed Mickey to fuck her shit up.
No, she allowed Malik. Stop. That's Malik, baby. Nigga.
Hey, man.
So she sued. Did she win?
I don't know if she's gonna win.
Technically,
but I wanted to know. You guys are going right down where I'm going. What are the theories? So theories is one, Malik, baby. She let a nigga hit. Two, the doctor fucked up. What's another one? We got any more?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Here's the outcome.
Recessed gene.
No, here's the outcome. Say she really went through the procedure, right? And then
nigga, we know she went through it.
And then went home and did her thing after the process only with dude.
Okay.
So she would literally technically bypass the shit, and she could really sue because the shit didn't work.
Nah, you can't sue if it don't work.
But they don't know that. They don't.
Nah, you can't. You sign waivers and all that shit. You can't sue if it don't work.
The question is, can you pick what color baby you want?
If they check the box, like I said, if they check the box, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's the wildest shit ever.
Niggas going in. I want them to be 6 foot.
Right, checking boxes like creating babies. That's
Before we continue, I do want to shout out some of the people in the live. RDZ, what up? My boy Kyrie Beasley in there. You know what I'm saying? He said it was father time. Hey, yo, Kyrie, I'm going to tell you right now, while we here, we're going to get to it later. I'm going to allow you your time, but my brother been saying he been running that league you got out here in Madden.
Know what time it is.
I don't really want to do this, but he said he been running this league out here in Madden. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Like this. I put his boy in a billboard. I put him on a milk carton.
Damn.
I'm on a wanted poster right now.
On a milk.
Shout out Skinny.
Because I beat him 57-0. What we talking about?
57.
What we talking about?
Johnny Tillman, good to see you, brother. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you, period.
Real life.
For sure. Shout out all y'all staying here. We're going to be talking our shit. So are we all in conclusion that it wasn't a mistake? Shorty gave it up to Mr. Johnson.
Nah, it might have been a mistake. Somebody in that office could have.
It could be. That sounds like human error. They could have just the wrong sperm. It's not like it got a color.
All right, now look, I'm telling you right now. I'm tired.
That's real shit, though.
Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Come on.
As the father, what do you do though?
Nigga, I'm out of here, buddy.
Time out.
What you talking about?
Wait, here's another one, though.
The clinic made my
nigga, first off, think about this shit. You stayed in the delivery room.
A regular ass name. His name could be like Tom Johnson. It could be as simple as that, though. If it's human error, that shit wild.
I'm telling you niggas right
mistakes
now.
Happen. Real
Hear me
shit.
clearly,
That's
Ray. Ray, look me in my eyes when I say this.
Tight. Hit me tight. Look at it.
If my ass is in the delivery room for some odd hours holding feet saying push baby push, and I think said baby is coming out white like Brad Pitt, and that bitch come out black like Travis Mick, I am out of here. I don't give a fuck. IBF, IBB, FBI. I'm gone. I don't care who made the mistake. That's too much emotional trauma. Gone, bitch. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I don't believe you. You need more people.
I respect it.
Period. Speaking of needing more people and not believing shit, I'm gonna do an ISO for Ray because I'm not into this superhero shit like that.
I don't even have the info for
not
you, but he's
even. Listen, I just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know. You do not have to be a Marvel fanatic to know that the niggas they starting to make up right now were not in the damn superhero movies.
He's not in the superhero movies. He is a real character.
No, he ain't.
Oh my God.
Who the fuck is Bishop Voodoo?
His brother Voodoo.
You know what this is, though? You know what this is?
Who the fuck is
I'm gonna
Bishop
tell you what this
Voodoo?
is. He gonna be tight when I say
Who
that.
is it?
That
His
means
brother
you
Voodoo.
read no comics.
Zero.
That's
Yes.
it. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'd rather you
I
say
ain't
that.
look-
I'd rather you
listen.
say that than don't say niggas
I
not
led the
real.
conversation off by saying I am far from a Marvel person, so I
But-
don't know what I'm talking about. But
And
what
then
I am
second,
going to tell you
But
is
he's a
this.
real kid. So this is what
Bishop
happened.
Voodoo was never a superhero.
This is what Travis was online and he seen a fan made trailer about a Marvel character from the comic books potentially being in a real movie, and he was like, "Yo, it's this Voodoo nigga.
Snapchat.
Who is the Voodoo
He
nigga?" And I had to
illustrious.
explain to him that Jericho Drum, aka Brother Voodoo, is a sorcerer in the Doctor Strange world in the MCU. Well, not MCU, but the Marvel comics, and he is a real character. It's a black man. He's a real character. He finds out that he has abilities to control magic and become a sorcerer
He's
because of
fucking
his
lying.
background in voodoo. From I don't think he's from New Orleans, but he's from.
I
I
never
have to look
seen
back
this
on
nigga.
You've never seen it because you like
In
he
life.
just said you
He
don't
don't
read
read
comics.
comics.
Why are you
nigga.
just telling me about Bishop Voodoo, nigga?
His
I've been
name
asking
is
you
Brother
about,
Voodoo.
Oh, my bad. I've been asking.
Bugged out.
Fucking idiot.
Bugged out.
I've been asking you about all these Marvel characters for the past 5 years, nigga.
Because they have
In
to
no way, shape, or form or time.
because you're only going off of the movies, nigga.
Okay,
they
let
don't
me ask
necessarily
this
have the
question.
rights to these
That's the
comic book
worst part.
characters
That's the worst part.
to
comic
put them
book-
in movies.
in the comic book, was Bishop Voodoo a
If
motherfucking
you say
nigga?
Bishop one more time, I'm gonna throw this cup at you.
Was he really a nigga? Was he black?
Yes.
So the only two black, I need to know, okay, right now, before I leave this
You
space,
gonna learn
I want to
something
know all of who's the black superheroes in Marvel right now.
I'm not giving you all of them. There's too
There
many.
ain't that many. There's only two, Black Panther and Bishop Voodoo.
In Marvel?
So Storm isn't a superhero.
All right, I'll give you Storm. But ain't she with, oh, never mind. That is Marvel. Go ahead,
Trav,
continue.
stop talking. You already
Keep
lost.
going. Keep going. Give me another one.
You already lost.
Tired of this shit. Stop coming out with
Killmonger's
these
not a
new.
superhero. He's a villain.
Either way.
They gotta
Yes,
stop
really.
coming. Listen, they gotta stop coming out with these new nigga superheroes.
Yo, you mad? You should just.
I'm not mad. I like it. I'm embracing it. I am enjoying it. I want my son. I want my son to have black superheroes, but I would like to know that they have existed.
When we leave here, I just need you to do some research. His name, I think, is Blue Marvel.
Blue Marvel.
Just look up Blue Marvel.
Okay, we got some niggas in here. Now, when Don Cheadle played that nigga, he was a nigga too.
Don who?
Don, is it Cheadle?
War
Don who?
Machine.
Cheadle?
There we
Nah,
go.
he talking about
Yeah,
War Machine.
yeah.
Yes, War Machine is
He was black too.
Yeah.
All right, I believe you. I
And
believe
Captain
you.
America was black at one point too.
I
That's why
believe
they
you. I
switched
believe
it like
Captain
this.
America was black. Yeah, Isaac.
Speaking of voodoo, man, somebody should have did
Learn
voodoo.
something new every day. You know.
Somebody should have did voodoo on this next topic we about to talk
man.
about.
Here we
Facts. Okay.
What's the next one?
Damian McDaniel of Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay, what he did.
This 24-year-old young man is solely responsible for 8.6% of all violent crime in Birmingham, Alabama. Would you like to know why?
Wait, 8 points. Damn, nigga, one nigga.
One nigga.
Wait, is it only like 72 people in the whole
In
county?
Birmingham, no,
Eight?
nah,
No,
Birmingham.
it's way more than that.
Oh, it's in Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it just sounded crazy.
The boy-
nigga, that's what I said. 8
Listen, Damian McDaniel is responsible for 8.6% of the violent crimes in Birmingham, Alabama.
Damn.
He has 14 bodies at the age of 24. He is responsible for 2 mass shootings, killing a firefighter, and multiple other acts of violence, which are all murders.
Was this all one setting?
This all happened between the stretch of the last 3 months of 2024 till he got arrested.
So what, he getting the death penalty or something?
He got to get something. But my question is to y'all, one, and he's an African-American man. So here's my thing too.
He's a what?
African-American man.
Okay.
With that being said, a lot of times we hear about mass shootings or people being involved in mass shootings. I think the only other one we thought of was the DC sniper.
So are we?
I thought we wasn't reporting on black crime.
We
Wait,
aren't.
hold on,
We aren't. But
are we allowed
this
to
one
ask
is
the
crazy.
same question though? Are we allowed to ask the same question that is asked on the other side?
Yeah,
So what happened with young man? What was going on with him?
that should be the questions that are asked.
What was going on in his
I
life?
fully agree.
Was
My
he
first
right?
question was, is he gonna get the death penalty? So I'm past
You
that.
know they're gonna give him the death penalty.
I didn't know he was black. I was going
You
off
know
the
they're gonna give him the
accolades.
death penalty.
I
You
was
kidding
going
me?
off the accolades.
Listen,
I
I was
didn't know
simply
they
bringing,
own it.
listen,
They
I'm
own
bringing this to your attention because it intrigued me because you really don't hear of people that look like us being the mass shooters.
Sometimes you
You get what I'm saying? And honestly, Ali, you jumped in front of the gun, but That was a bad analogy, sir.
Chill,
That's
bro.
wicked.
That was
Highly
wicked.
wicked.
That was highly
Wicked.
crazy. Sorry about that, guys.
Do not
But
pass
you
go.
jumped ahead of me a little bit because that was the question. That's what I was going to say. Usually, when these times occur, when you think about all the other times there's a mass shooting or somebody does that, the media usually comes out and gives us the whole story, especially if they're Caucasian,
it's
about
situational.
what happened to them,
We know this.
what traumatic events was there before or led them to it. What was their upbringing like? We get every story prior to that don't matter about all them black lives that they took or whatever innocent lives they took, black, white, whatever.
I mean,
right?
honestly, the nigga made it because they ain't killing him on sight.
He
I
made
don't
it,
think that was
but
the
you're not
case.
hearing what I'm saying.
They
I don't think
nigga.
that was the case. I think he was skilled enough to get away.
No,
when
he's
I
saying
was-
bodies,
they
they
for 3
detained
months.
the nigga.
though?
They
3
got
months,
him.
though.
He's
They
locked up
detained him.
now.
They
3
ain't
months.
killing him is what I'm saying. They be killing niggas for holding their wallet.
He must
Time
know
out.
That
something.
nigga got 18 bodies. They
That's
ain't
lucky.
killing.
What do you
That I'll give him. That I'll give him.
know?
Huh?
What do you know? He ain't regular. He ain't
Well, I mean,
regular.
if he a nigga and they ain't kill him, he made it.
Not that he made it. He got to know something for him to be alive, or he got to know that somebody else knows something that he know. And
Possible.
they trying to figure out who else know.
But hold on, everybody, give me a
Ain't
second.
no way he killing 14 people
you
in
just
3 months
CSI
and
the shit
being
out
alive,
that, nigga.
CSI the shit
nigga.
out
Never.
that.
You just
Facts.
CSI
Never.
the shit
The
out.
fuck
But keep
they
it real.
talking
But
about?
that
They
ass
could
shit
not
though.
catch that
He
nigga
said
for
they
shit.
know something that he don't know. That's why they trying to find
But
out what
real
he know.
shit,
Who he know.
That nigga
How
thought he was
how he
Horatio
survived?
Kane. That
How
nigga
he
think he
survived?
No,
was
that's what I'm
Kane.
saying. Like the
Ain't no way
fact that
you
they
survive
detained the
without no
nigga
shit
and
like
kill
that.
him on sight. That nigga made
Says
it.
a lot. Says a fucking lot.
All right, give me a second though. So here's the question though. On a
Okay.
serious note, before
All
we move forward,
Go ahead.
why do you think? What do you feel when you see the mass shootings? They give us all of the mental health issues and shit that happened before, but they don't do it for us.
It's because it's in Birmingham, Alabama, nigga.
for sure.
It's in fucking
not
Birmingham. A historically black is Birmingham, Alabama, and he's a nigga out there killing people. That's why. Because if it would have happened in fucking Arkansas, that nigga would have been DOA, dead on arrival, nigga.
But Birmingham is where they had to march to get niggas to be okay.
But
You know what I'm
it's
saying? So what I'm
still
saying to you is
predominantly
it's
black,
historically racist. It's
It's
historically racist.
racist, but it's predominantly black.
Which is
When
why
did
it
that
is
happen?
surprising that he made it out anyway.
When did
When
that
they went to go
happen?
detain him. Like I said, it happened in the last 3 months of 2024
No, but I'm
up to
not talking
2025.
about that.
But what I'm saying is, it is interesting that we haven't seen all of the, this man was troubled, anything like that. Even when you think about the DC sniper, when I watched that documentary, they didn't talk about the mental health issues of the young kid that was following his father at the time doing the shooting. They didn't go into that until years after. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get a dude who walks into a church and kills 9 black people who are praising the Lord, immediately as he's walking out, you take him to Burger King. And you add, and the thing you plaster all over is how bad his family was or how much mental issues that the man had. You get what I'm saying to me? Ultimately, we got to know and understand, especially in a time like now, living with Death Row Trump. I mean, Trump Knight, aka Trump Gotti, aka Trump Knight, aka Trump Gotti. It's just what it is. So if you African American out here, it ain't been fair for you, but just know it ain't gonna get no more fair. You feel what I'm saying?
That nigga like a long
For
shit.
sure.
Nigga, fuck out of here.
All right, moving on to the next one.
The world's first flying car. Where that's at?
I'm all set. I
Yeah,
don't want the world's
that's what I was
first flying
saying.
nothing.
I'm not flying shit.
Not the
nigga.
first flying nothing. I want like the second or
I'm
I want
about
like
to
the
say, I don't know
7th or
about the
8th
first one.
generation.
I don't know
want
about the first one.
Something like that. I'm sorry.
I don't know
I
about the
respect
first
you. I
I
commend
don't know
you.
about
That
the first
shit.
one.
I watched the Jetsons.
Maybe the third
I
one.
definitely watched the Jetsons, but I don't want that shit.
Chill. I do.
Maybe-
No, I
maybe
would,
the
I would
third
enjoy
one.
it, but I need the 7th. I need like the when did
Nah,
your
wait, who
iPhone get
made
good?
it?
I don't
Who
even like
made it?
iPhone. When did your iPhone get good?
Who made it? Nah, not even that. Like, you know how like BlackBerry came out with the real like fake touchscreens, but then like Apple perfected it. I need that. I don't need the first nigga to do it.
This nigga-
I need the
yeah,
nigga
that's
that
what
do
I'm
that.
saying.
You need edition 5, nigga.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
want
I
that.
need the nigga that
You need
perfect
the
shit
nigga. You need
after
to see
that
him.
y'all come out with it.
You got to watch a couple niggas drop.
Chill, bro.
Nah, I don't.
You gotta watch it.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't
You
want to
do.
see none of that.
You got to see him a couple niggas going. You know what I'm saying?
You do. You know, you play
No.
Call of Duty. Niggas don't play the beta version. Niggas
Nah,
be waiting for that
they
shit to
wait,
come
yeah,
out
they
and
wait.
get all the kinks out.
They
and
wait
then
for
we
niggas
buy
to get
the real
mad.
shit.
Yeah, facts. I feel you. I ain't mad at that. I want that one too. I want edition 6.
I'm not buying. I'm not getting in the
Fuck
first
no,
one.
nigga. You
I'm
niggas
watch.
is crazy.
I'm gonna watch.
Out of your mind.
I'm cool. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna watch the first one. I'm gonna watch.
What was his
Oh
intention?
shit, that's dope. Oh,
Why
word.
he wanted to fly? What bus he rode to school? Like, what we
110%.
talking
No,
about?
I mean,
fuck
flying
is-
car. That shit is cool and all
Nigga,
that.
on
But
the
I don't want the
Jetsons,
first
nigga.
one.
I don't see. There's some things I like to watch. I don't like to do. I like National Geographic. I'm not going on no motherfucking safari. You get what I'm saying to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. I like the Jetsons. I'm not flying in no motherfucking car.
Niggas
It
is
ain't
like,
happening.
niggas like, oh, you know how like people got like, you know, like vacation destinations that's on their bucket list. Nigga, Australia is a dub, nigga.
I'm going to Australia.
You will never
I'm going.
catch me on that fucking continent,
I
nigga.
ain't
Never.
It's crazy. Why?
Never.
There. You're
Why?
You will have you
There.
seen the shit over there, nigga?
Absolutely. It's real life.
Fuck no,
That's
nigga.
That's what life used to look like.
Fuck no,
Fuck
nigga.
the
What you mean what's
safari.
life
I'm
used to look
going
like?
on a prehistoric
Fuck no,
exhibit. That's
nigga.
real life
Niggas
Jurassic
fucking
Park
crazy.
over there. What are you
No,
talking about?
you bugging the fuck out,
No,
nigga.
I know they
You will never,
never.
They say if you they say if you travel to Sydney, they got a lot of robberies
No.
right there.
Listen,
for tourists.
absolutely
They rob a lot
not.
of tourists in
Fuck that.
Sydney.
Either way,
not.
no matter where you go, it's gonna happen.
Absolutely not.
But
It's possible to happen
you don't
anywhere.
want to go to Australia.
Absolutely not. Nigga, all the fucking bugs and weird ass creatures and animals they got over there that kill you. Hell no,
This
nigga.
nigga's
I'm not
going
going
there.
there.
You do your research.
Hell no.
before you
All right,
go.
man. I'm
Hell
gonna skip the
Nah,
food
skip.
one because it's easy for me.
Nah, fuck that. I like chicken.
The food, we know that, nigga. That's why I'm skipping the food one. If you can have
No,
one,
that's the most racist shit. You know what?
Yeah.
The black niggas want fucking chicken. You
not me.
That shit works.
I was
just
gonna
like
say
that every
seafood.
time.
See,
Every
now we gotta
time.
do
Look,
it because you playing me.
look.
Now we gotta do
Nah,
it.
your man,
Sit
your
back
man,
and watch
Now we gotta
it.
do it because you
Sit
playing
back
me.
and watch it.
Now we gotta
Hold
do
on.
this shit because you
Nope.
played me. If you have one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One food or is it a dish?
Dish. I'll give you a dish.
One
No,
food?
like you gotta pick a food. Fuck a dish.
One food item?
Not item, but I mean like
A category?
Is it Italian food? Is it
Oh, yeah,
soul
we can do this.
food? Is
Yeah,
it? Or you could pick chicken.
It'd be.
Fucking
You know,
Yeah, call him.
it's crazy.
Say it with the hard R.
You know, it's crazy. Yeah, he was about to.
Say it with the hard
He
R,
wanted to
nigga.
say it
I see
bad,
you.
boy. I was
Hey,
about
yo.
to be like, damn, uncle.
Hey, yo.
Damn, uncle. Don't do uncle. That's Uncle Ruckus, nigga. Uncle Ruckus. Don't do that.
Can't
No,
trust
no,
them
no,
new
no, no.
niggas
That's
over
it.
there.
No.
I'll be honest with you.
Hey, yo.
Something to eat for the rest of my life. Easy. It'd be Spanish food.
I ain't mad at
That's
you.
simple.
And I gotta
Simplest shit
tell
ever.
you.
That's the simplest shit ever. Spanish food, hands fucking down.
Yo, sidebar, y'all done influenced me way too much. They done got me over
Y'all
at
sound like
listen, they got me over there working at Lincoln. So I'm over there by Erie Boulevard. I slide over to Victoria's 3 straight days in a row.
You don't know nothing about that.
What?
I know. Look at you.
I can't go. I want to go nowhere else.
You fell in love and you don't even
I
know
don't
her.
even want to go nowhere else.
Yeah, I know.
It's so good. It's sexy how the spoon go in the rice.
I felt like you was at grandma's
I've been
house.
there. Oh my god,
Yes.
bro! I've been there 3 days straight.
Yes.
Can't stop.
Yes.
But mine would be seafood for sure. Definitely seafood. Italian style seafood. I
Italian
guess
style
I can say.
I respect that.
You
Teach
feel
his
me?
own, you know.
And what would yours be, sir?
I'm probably going with Chinese food.
What?
I respect
Absolutely.
that.
Probably going with Chinese food.
I
I
respect
eat
that.
Chinese food every day.
You can eat Chinese food every
can eat
day?
Chinese
I respect
food every
that.
day.
What's your
I
favorite
gotta
dish?
be in the mood.
What's your favorite dish?
Like right now, over
Yeah,
here.
right now. What you going for right now? Because I know you probably have like.
I mean, I
seasons.
had Chinese before I got here, beef and broccoli.
Okay.
This nigga.
Do you get the same thing every single time? But I know you got.
Do I
you
get
like it so
I don't
much?
get
You
it
gotta
every time.
switch it
I
up.
don't get the same thing every time. I get everything. I don't eat like you ain't gonna see me eat no fucking octopuses or whatever. None of that shit.
Oh,
but like Chinese, I love Chinese food. I
You
eat
lying?
Chinese
That bitch
food.
ate gator in New Orleans.
So
That shit was delicious, nigga.
sometimes you gotta live, and that's the way he
That shit
wanted
was
to live.
delicious.
That bitch ate
That
gator.
ain't Chinese food though. That's
All right,
like-
listen, guys.
delicious.
I just wanted to let you know that as African American people,
Oh.
it is not okay for people to culturally appropriate us. We don't like them taking our culture and just doing whatever they want to do. But in March, it's niggas' time to shine.
Okay. What you mean?
St. Patrick's Day is the best day for appropriation. On St. Patrick's Day, all niggas go out and put their best green beads on or their best green shirt.
Yo, I hate him.
Okay?
Genuinely hate
Nah,
him.
no,
right
no,
now.
that
They
ass,
put on their best green shirt
so
and they
my-
go
my
get
last
drunk.
name
They
is-
green beer Sundays and
swear
all
to God.
that shit.
So-
My last name's McLeod. I'm nigga rich.
Oh,
That nigga said
I'm nigga
nigga-
Irish.
nigga
Okay?
nigga,
ish.
what?
You know what I'm saying? They gave me Mick Cloud. I'm allowed to celebrate.
Yeah, that mix shit is definitely from over there.
Exactly. So in my slate, the niggas that owned us,
He was about to say it. You heard him?
I
He
ain't
was
say
about to
that.
say
they did it.
He was
They did
about
it.
to say
It's two
that's-
times.
that's- I was like, you heard him. He
Hey, yo, you so sick.
slipped up crazy.
Nah, real talk. The question was, do you think it's okay for black people to celebrate St. Patrick's Day? That's the
Why?
question. On
All right,
That's
so-
the question. That's the
all
question of the day.
I got
In all
asked this
seriousness.
question. I got asked this question. So I used to get St. Patrick's Day. That used to be one of my favorite holidays because I used to go up party with my nigga in
Facts.
Albany and get busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Celtics fan, so green my favorite color. I used to get busy on St. Patrick's Day, and it was just like somebody. So I'm in the middle of the party. I'm in the middle of the parade getting busy. White bitch coming to me like, "Black people celebrate St. Patrick's Day?" I was like, "Why the fuck not? I can't celebrate with you Irish motherfuckers."
Andrew was in Boston. You was in Philly. You was in Philly.
No, when this happened, I was in Schenectady. I was in Albany with my man. She came in there like, "Black people celebrate St. Patrick's Day." I was like,
Why not?
Why not? Right?
But I did have in my defense, I did have a shirt that said, "I'm not Irish, I'm black."
Makes sense.
That's crazy. Come on, cuz.
I see why she asked that question.
That man was
But
like,
it fits because he's a fucking
I'm gonna get you in with this one. You gonna be like, hell yeah, she wrong as hell. And then niggas like, well, by the way, I did have shit. I hate this shit. I hate this shit on my chest, and I don't know why I'm here.
Look at. I had to tell my side. Let me tell my story.
He said, I was innocent.
But nah, listen, first. I ain't gonna hold you. Are we talking?
I was like, damn.
Are we being serious right now? Or are we talking shit?
Why can't we?
It's a little bit.
A little bit of both.
Why niggas can't celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Here's what I'm saying.
Oh man.
White people celebrate Kwanzaa.
White people celebrate. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a whole bunch of appropriation going on. I mean, if we're looking at it, let me say this. I think people pick and choose what they choose to want to get mad about when appropriation is happening and when it's not. Let me say that too.
I don't think that's
what
the
I
case.
mean. Let me finish. What I'm saying to you, don't take it as my bad. And you know what? I did just witness. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not mad. I got to be real with you. I got to apologize to you because I watched back last pod and every apologize because I watched back last pod and every time I say let me, it sounds like I'm. I don't like that. That ain't good. My bad, player. I apologize. So
I like chicken.
Let me finish and then you can go after. What I will say is this: there's mad times that you see online, and I'm just being objective online. Let's say a white girl, somebody puts the braids in a certain way, or you think about Travis Kelce getting the fade, and they said the Travis Kelce fade when it really came from us. You think about the lipsticks with the black liner over the top that really came from Spanish culture, but they said it was a new way of putting on lipstick. In those moments, African Americans or people of certain cultures get upset. Like I just seen another thing. It was funny, but there was a girl on there. So I got a new recipe. It's an open taco. It's called a tostado. It's already been there, right? So what I'm saying is, if we're being serious. Is it right?
Can I ask you one question?
I mean, who are we to say that?
I'm gonna ask a question.
If we're not being serious, I think everybody has a right to have fun and celebrate whatever the fuck they want to celebrate. But if we're going based off of what I said before, trying to be serious in the South, I can understand where the frustration would come from.
I could do both.
From that perspective. Go ahead.
So I think first you got to think of where you got the information. Right.
Okay.
It's clickbait. Naturally, it's all clickbait. It just wants you to read the shit, right? So I respect that. That shit is smart. It's smart marketing. Shit fire. Did your thing. But then on the second half is people always imitate greatness. Always. True. So naturally, I'm not gonna be mad at you copying me. I might feel some kind of way, but then when you really think about it,
what the fuck are we talking about?
They appropriate.
Oh, nigga, I thought we was on St. Patrick's Day. All right. Y'all lost me for a second.
Here's what I'm saying.
Y'all lost me for a second. My bad.
All I'm saying is if we think about what your question is, that's what we're talking about.
That's a fact.
Your question is about, is it okay for us to celebrate another culture that we're not a part of? You get what I'm saying to you?
Celebration.
So what I'm saying to you is if we're serious in the conversation out, then yeah, I can understand where there's an issue because we ain't from that culture, we're not of that culture, and there's multiple situations where our culture is taken, right? Or what we brought to the world is taken, and we find that offensive.
That's a fact.
So if we're talking from that serious perspective, appropriation is what we're talking about. But if we talking about the ability to pick a day and go out and have fun, because shit, I'll be out on Cinco de Mayo too.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all there's appropriation all across the board. I think we pick and choose when we want to say it's not right or it is right. You feel what I'm saying to you? But if we going off just what the definition is alone, then of course I can understand where the frustration comes from or why they feel like.
Just know I'm gonna be out on St. Patrick's Day wearing my fucking green, wearing my Celtics shit, getting fucking busy, nigga, drinking them.
Shout out Miguel Martinez. Shout out C. Brooks. I think that's Sherelle. Yeah, that's Sherelle. Man. Shout out Richie in the building.
Yeah.
Monte Swift. All y'all get back in there. Get in there.
Ain't that what it's called? Ain't that what they do? Line dancing?
Incredible Hulk, though.
What the fuck?
Thanks.
You drink? Oh, it does turn green.
It ain't line. What is it?
It does turn green though.
What the fuck they do?
Incredible Hulk. Yeah, the hypnotic and the Henny does turn green.
I think it is a form of something. I think it is.
It's line dance, right?
You're right.
What?
No, that's like.
What they do? What them Irish niggas do? It ain't line dancing.
They do the Cotton Eye Joe, nigga. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
They wear kilts and do the
Cotton Eye
shit. Yeah.
They do the Cotton Eye.
They do that. Yo, they be kicking their feet and shit.
Real quick, I do want to ask a question. This isn't even on the topic thing, but I do want to ask this. This is real. I don't know why this came up. It actually came up because Keith said he was. Oh, you blame him. He coached and talking about CCYL. And this is going to be local, and obviously everybody in here is, so we can talk about it. Why do you think it is that Auburn, New York, doesn't take some of its best black athletes and put them in coaching positions?
some of his best black athletes and put them in coaching positions?
You think
Because
about
not just because you're a good athlete don't mean you're gonna be a good coach, nigga.
But my thing is, why don't they ever even give him a chance?
Nigga, the same reason every fucking nigga that's in the NBA don't become a fucking coach. Nigga, all you niggas is just because you good. Jordan was good. He ain't no fucking coach.
So let me ask you this question, because I don't want you to go general and just go crazy, because I think you're about.
When you
let
ever
me
see
finish.
Jordan coach
Let
any
me
move?
stop, bro. We're not talking about fucking Jordan. We are talking about Auburn, fucking New York, where you have some friends that have won a state championship with you that have the mind of a fucking genius for the game of football that don't get a chance to coach. You also live next to motherfuckers who play basketball who also have a great mind to fucking play coach. I'm talking about right here. This is going to be a quick local conversation. So let's not go crazy to Jordan and shit. Let's keep it right fucking here. Why do you think Auburn, New York, and Auburn school has not given the opportunity to an African American athlete that has been there and wants to coach there the opportunity to coach basketball or coach football?
Why would I go out my way to give somebody a shot that I spent all this time before they got to this point to get this shot to make them look bad?
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. So if I go out my way to try to catch you doing something, I'm constantly on your ass before you even get a chance to even have this type of chance.
You gotta make it easier for me, because you're losing me. I'm asking a simple fucking question. It's simple for me. Why do you think that is? Do you think it is simply because of that, or do you think there's more to it? Yes or no? I'm asking a question. And I want to ask the Auburn alumni too, real quick.
This shit made me mad.
I disagree.
You disagree with what?
I think it's deeper than
you're saying that they don't allow good black athletes to coach.
Give me an example. Let me ask you.
I've been coaching track and field since I left and came back.
Head coaching?
Yes. I was a coach of not head coach.
Thank you. My point. Continue. That's
the reason I didn't head coach is because they wanted me to head coach. I just didn't have the schedule to do that.
So they gave you that chance. Let's talk about
they wanted me to do it. They wanted me to be the head coach of Mile 5 once Chris Mason left, and then they wanted me to be the head coach of the varsity team. I don't have the schedule to be over there to be able to coach these kids from 3 to 5 because I don't get out of work till 6 o'clock.
How many times do you think that opportunity happened for?
It's still there. I could do it now if I had the schedule.
You're not hearing what I'm saying to you.
For others,
bro.
How does that happen for others?
How many times do you think percentage-wise that has happened for others in the
percentage-wise?
sports? And hear me clearly, in the sports that we want to coach is what I'm saying.
What do you mean the sports that you want to coach? You want to coach your respective sport, whatever sport that you play.
I'm not coming at you. Stay with me, bro. We're talking basketball, football, and I'm happy that you got that opportunity. So if you're making me learn something,
but that's why I said I disagree, because I'm willing to learn. They came to me.
How many times do you think that? I'm just asking ballpark. Percentage-wise, how many times do you think we got that opportunity? Do you think your opportunity was normal, or do you think it was once in a couple years? Percentage-wise,
I mean, I would say my opportunity is once in a couple years.
That's what I would think too.
I've only had 2. Well, there's only been 3. So it's me, McIntosh, and Hernandez. And outside of them, the rest of the coaches white. So I mean, it's 3 and 3.
And the other thing I want to ask is really quick, and we can get off this because this isn't about that. I won't bore us out, but. The other thing I want to ask is, what is the thing about teachers always having to be coaches? Is there not better examples?
They have
of
the schedule.
Yes, so
that's the only reason that they say you have to have
teachers get out of school when the kids get out of school, so they have the time to go coach them.
So if somebody has this, but my thing is in Syracuse, they don't do that either.
It's situational.
So why is that situational?
We're talking about Auburn. We were talking about Auburn. We didn't say Syracuse.
So what I want to ask is, in other places, it's possible.
So if we're talking,
why isn't that possible?
It is easier for you to get the job to be a coach if you are in the district.
Understandable.
Or you are in a district. So if you are working those, essentially, it's really
the
hours.
It's definitely certain coaching. It's definitely certain coaching certifications that you got to get to be able to coach as well.
They get first.
Hold on, let me hear both of y'all. What'd you say first?
It depends on the
and then say what you
said. You're gonna get the first. You're gonna get that interview before anybody else, before outside party, because they're required to.
I understand.
You're in the district.
Yes, that's a requirement. So like that's different.
It's not a requirement.
What you asking is
that's my point.
Though. What coaches? It still is out here. You gotta work in a district though. So like if I worked in Syracuse district, i.e., I could come.
I don't have to work in the school district to work for the school.
But to be a coach on a certain level, heck yeah.
But if a teacher wants your job and you're not in the district,
you gone again.
Say it again.
If a teacher wants your job in that district, they'll give it to the teacher.
Yes. Shout out Drew. That's Drew in the back.
1,000%. Every single time.
Okay, so if the teacher works for the school district and I don't, they'll give it to the teacher before they give it to me.
Yes.
Okay, I understand that. I thought you were saying that you got to work for the district to be the coach. Because I don't work for the district and they were still trying to give me to be the coach.
But
yours is 1 in a million over here.
You would be situational.
Yes, here's 1 in a million.
Because all the other coaches are teachers.
No, but if you're better and they know the kids are going to relate to you, regardless of the situation, you're going to make them look better.
Right.
So they're better off putting you in that situation so that they succeed and you succeed at the same time.
Right.
And the kids and you progress everybody else.
So
naturally they would give you that because you're the best fit.
Right.
That's just fucking common sense.
Right.
But in every situation besides yours, you got to work in the district game to get situations, to get good positions and to get good jobs. Like that's the only way it's gonna happen.
I understand.
Only way. And out here, who's going to stay here to coach? Because everybody knows that they're not going to get that.
I don't want to ignore the comments real quick. I got Miguel in there who is a coach and does coach up at the high school. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't coached. I assisted coached up at the varsity level as well too. What I'm saying is a challenging question. Just simply, I'm posing a question to us because we've both played sports there. Is why do you think that opportunity hasn't come as much as it should? Miguel, if you have the answer, please put it in the live. Once I see it in the live, I'll make sure that I put it. I'll state it on the podcast as well too. Miguel's in here with a big capital talking about not true, and I believe him. So I'm always willing to hear the other side as well.
That's what I'm trying to explain to him, Miguel, but they don't want to listen to me.
I mean, we gonna listen. We gonna find out.
We
jumped you, Nicky. All right, moving forward, we gonna get into these topics. Go ahead, Ray. You the one who put this one on the board. What you got for us?
Oh, so I seen a couple videos and I hit niggas with the eye. So the question I asked is do you think that whooping your kids is like healthy? Like chastising your children is healthy?
Can somebody look up the word chastising for me real quick? I just want to make sure I know exactly what it means.
Ain't got to look it up. I got you. I think consequence.
You're talking about my thing is this is why.
Regardless of the consequence, as long as the consequence isn't an overreaction, consequence is always necessary. Because would you rather learn it from me or would you rather learn it from somebody that's not going to like genuinely like cherish your life?
I feel you.
Punish, especially by beating, is a definition of chastising.
Say it again.
Punishment, especially by beating,
is called chastising.
So would you rather learn from me or somebody
whooping
else?
your kid ass?
And I didn't mean to try to cut you off, Ali, but consequence and chastising are two different things. You get what I'm saying to you?
No, because without the consequence, you won't get chastised.
A punishment is a consequence.
Come on, cuz.
A form of a consequence.
But it's in all actuality, it's a consequence.
Makes sense. Go ahead. So
your punishment is the reaction to the consequence.
Yes,
this is you know what? You did X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna beat your ass. Not necessarily, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's the consequence. You poured this drink on me, fam. We gotta fight. That's your consequence.
Let me ask this question. All of us grew up we all got whoopings, right? Let's just say that straight.
But that's what I'm saying.
Let me ask this. That's what I was
does it? Is the question is it healthy? And do you think that it helps in the long run?
I think there's a level of the right in the overboard. So at some point in time, like you got to understand that, like you going overboard.
Yeah. Like a lot of people seen, like Adrian Peterson when he got into that shit when he whooped the little baby with the belt
with the switch.
A lot of motherfuckers was like, "Oh shit, he wilding," but niggas was like, "Shit, nigga, I got worse." Nigga,
it is.
I hated it, but then I was like, I turned out kind of.
It's definitely cultural, and I think now you start even now in times you start to see that more. Even more African American families are moving away from. That as well too.
American families, you know.
I mean,
I think I
wasn't saying none of mine. I'm just saying you can see. I'm just saying you can see some of them. What I will say is this.
No, I feel like you got a lot of parents. Like not to cut you off, but I feel like it's a lot of African American families moving away from it because culturally in African American families, that's what we do. We beat our kids. We whoop our kids when they fuck up.
Don't say beat. We spank our
kids. I said what? We chastise our children when they fuck up. In African American cultural families, we chastise our children when they fuck up. The reason that it's shied away from is because the laws and everything have changed to the point where you can't physically punish your children because then it turns into abuse. They've categorized it as abuse. Physically punishing your children is abuse. So that's why it's shied away from, because now you got parents going to jail and catching charges because my son decided to write crayon all over the wall and I whooped his little ass.
So can we say, wait, hold on. Go ahead. Can we say as a people we figured out how to like more or less cheat the system because it taught us to create different ways to parent our kids?
Nah, ain't no different way.
My son ass. Yes and no, because now you're like, I can't just beat him. I can't just be like, you know what? Because I could go to jail. Real shit though. Like I could go to jail. No, but like real shit though. Like time out. Like I could go to jail. Listen, you're like, it's a way for me to get my point across. Hear me clearly. It creates communication way better than we already had.
I'm not just.
It makes it so like I'm not beating your ass because you dropped the fucking cup off the table.
There's levels to shit.
I'm taxing this ass because you done did this shit 72 times and you keep doing it.
And you're
That's
not
the only
learning.
reason, but now you learn from this. Facts. Exactly. So I allowed you to mess up 72 times and I'm like, you gotta catch these hands.
But let me say this.
Shit though.
Let me say this. In my son's case, safety reasons, especially when he was younger. It wasn't nothing crazy like a spank on like hard, just to let him know. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, safety shit. That for me, it's safety shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not just in the house.
Hell no,
that's not
Pootie Tank.
No, nigga, that's not the case.
Like Pootie,
but I think, but what I do want to say, Ali, is I would agree with you. I would say that it did challenge not just us but parents in general. Because I want to correct something. There's a lot of white kids getting their ass whooped in their house. All right. So it ain't just a black thing. It ain't that we only spank. I know a lot of white, you know what I'm saying? So it's across the board. We don't think it's right to beat your kids in any way, shape, or form. However, did I get spankings and do I feel like everything I got a spanking for came with a lesson? Yes. That shit didn't come with
jail time.
I disagree.
What I'm saying to you is
jail time any day.
What I'm saying to you, there's a difference between learning from and still doing it. You get what I'm saying? I could have known that it was right or wrong and still made the choice to say fuck it, but I learned from whatever that situation was.
1,000%.
So what I'm saying, continuing on is, Avi, I think it did challenge parents in general to figure out to talk more. You know what I'm saying? Converse more, right?
She was great.
Give some not leeway, but give some openness for conversation and trying to understand your child. But let me be very clear. This soft parenting shit we talking, there is a level of I said what I said, and you need to do what I said when I said what I said was going on.
It's a level of I don't think do what I asked you to do.
There has to be a healthy level of fear and respect in that relationship. Because as mama say, I ain't your little friend.
So for me, it goes back to what you're saying, like it's the learning thing. And for me, with the learning aspect of chastising your kids is it builds discipline.
Yeah.
If I tell you not, if I tell you, I don't give a fuck.
It's okay. Let me ask you a question. Does the word chastise give a negative connotation?
No.
For me,
it sounds
chastise is a formal word for saying ass whooping.
Chastise sounds like a better ass whooping. That's all. If
I say ass whooping, you gonna think, oh damn, you abusing your child. If I say chastise, that's the legal way to say I'm whooping my son ass.
But at the same time, right?
I'm whooping his ass. But I can't say to the judge, I whoop my son ass. I go to the judge and say, Judge, I chastise my child.
Unless you my daddy, that nigga go there and tell that nigga, look.
I simplify it though. I'm gonna simplify it. So listen, you got kids.
We all got kids.
You got
kid.
You got kid.
Singular, nigga.
What are you talking about? Kid.
And both these niggas stress the hell out.
No. Like I said,
but hear me though, right? Let me say that.
For me, it's discipline.
But it created the ability for your parents to you created a dialect, right? So they had to set that boundary. So for you to know where the boundary you could cross, your parents said,
"You do this, I'm gonna fuck you up."
Your parents set it away, right? And then you learn from that, and you was like, "Look, I'm gonna take everything I learned from that." And I'm like, you know what? That shit worked in a way, but I gotta implement it this way.
Yeah,
so now you really
for
going with the flow more or less in the era. Like it's just a completely different era because our parents got their ass whooped worse than we got it.
Way worse than we did. So and they had to go get the weapon to get their ass whooped.
But then at the same time, they didn't have they had the policies and shit.
Imagine.
So speaking of that, I'm so happy that you said that. You know what I'm saying? Because going into that round, this is the next topic is it's not on here, but that's why we good anyway. So we talking about our parents and how they got it worse or they got it different. So speaking of the old times where chastising and disciplining kids was different back in the day. Back in the day, teachers used to be able to put their hands on kids.
Yeah, and
so I seen a video, white girl, black male teacher, they arguing. She told it, he yelling at her. She told him to get out of her face. The kid, the female student who clearly don't got no fucking discipline, smacked the shit out of the teacher. So that nigga rolled his sleeves up and was like, yeah, Braga! Smacked the shit out of her back.
Now hear me clearly.
It's two sides of that.
You want me to go first? You want me to go first? Go ahead.
It's two sides of that. Stop putting your hands on fucking people. What the fuck is wrong with you? First of all, if you got an ass whooping, you wouldn't have did that shit.
Discipline.
Facts.
No discipline.
One.
I agree with that.
One.
Some of y'all need that.
You're not used to getting yelled at in the face, so you reacted.
And nigga, you at work. Moral of the story. There's no explanation to that. But then again, if you got that ass whooping and you got that discipline, it's about that. But I'll put it more simple like this. When you learn the rules of what teachers could do, you was in high school. Right? Like your junior, senior year, you was like, man, this motherfucker can't really tell me. And I'm gonna walk in this motherfucking hallway. Fuck, he talking about my grades good. I'm on the track team. I'm chilling. Fuck this nigga. What is he talking about? Right? They learning this shit at 8th grade. 7th grade. That's what I'm telling you. Like they learning it early though.
So as a
They
parent, though,
catch it. So you gotta address these niggas accordingly.
as a parent, you cool with the damn nigga just
All
smoke
of them is crazy. Pause.
Get high on your own.
Right?
As a parent, you cool with the teacher chastising your kid?
Listen, how you want to die?
Time out real quick. Yeah, that's what he said
Fuck
too.
is we
That's what
talking
he
about?
said.
Time out.
That's what
Time out. Like,
Facts.
I understand.
Don't
I
put your hand on
understand
my
certain
fucking
discipline.
kid,
No,
nigga.
time out.
Crazy as
Let me
fuck.
explain. I understand certain
It
discipline.
ain't your
right?
kid.
Yes,
Don't touch. Period.
but you can I get there?
Period.
Thanks. He's undercutting me.
Talk your
Short
shit.
talk.
Talk your shit.
Short segments.
Facts.
Short speech.
Talk your
Short
shit.
words.
So
But-
you okay with the teacher
I'm
chastising
not.
your
Don't
child?
touch my kids because we would have that conversation because I'm going to set that boundary so you understand. Thank
Even
you.
though your kid
Thank you.
smacked him first?
Time out. Thank you. My kid would never do that. And if
I
my,
didn't see.
if
Here
my
you go. It happened.
watch,
Your kid
watch
smacked
though,
me.
because this is parenting, right?
It would
So-
never happen.
Ray,
I
get
respect
him,
what
Ray.
you're saying, but
Right.
it happened though.
Right.
Get
I'm
him,
telling
Ray.
you.
Lil Alejandro smacked the shit out
I
of his
can
teacher.
tell you
Get
a
'em,
story
Ray.
right now, real life. I can tell you a story right now.
But stop moving the
we're
goalposts.
not
though,
talking
man.
I'm not
about
moving the
story.
We're
goalposts.
not talking
I'm
about
telling
he
you what
wouldn't
happened.
do. What happened?
I'm telling you what
Ali
happened. Lil
smacked teacher.
Alejandro smacked this teacher.
Teacher
and the teacher
smacked back.
fired on him.
He would never.
What is the
When I said he
result?
would never, it happened.
It
Answer
didn't-
the
he
question.
didn't smack
He
the
said
teacher.
he didn't. You
He
know what?
didn't smack the
I
teacher.
hate
He
this
has
nigga.
he has a situation
I
similar.
hate
You
him.
can listen.
I hate this nigga.
Nah, you
Answer
gotta
the
understand.
fucking question, nigga.
Why I
doesn't
told
matter
you.
why.
I said my kid would never.
Oh
It
my
doesn't matter.
fucking
Never.
god!
If
yo.
he did,
So hypothetically
If he did.
speaking,
If he did.
hypothetically speaking, he did. What would you do?
I would ask both sides. Because I know my son, and I'd be like, for you to wild out like that, something
Is it my
wild
turn
had to
yet?
happen. No, it's not.
All right, go
Because
ahead. Because you've been talking.
No,
You
I
talking
asked him the
bullshit
question
right
and I
now.
answered.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
So all right, so boom.
For my son to bug out in school like that and slap a teacher, this would be something that had to be ongoing. This would
Okay.
have to be something where it would push him buttons for him to do that because he know I don't play that shit. So
Alright.
you understand the consequence at home before you do some shit outside this house.
Right. And then
That
the
is-
teacher
that is-
banged on him.
That and then we not gonna talk about this. I wouldn't be doing nothing on school property. We would just have to have a conversation at the police station because that's the only way I'm gonna be safe in this motherfucker. Like, cause you wilding right now. You put your hands on my son who's a child. For him to get to that point, you had to do something wild. You
But
had
it's wild on
to.
you.
You had to because I know my son and I know he would never do no shit like that. So that's
So you
like I
said, so your son smacking, he smacking back. Y'all going to the police station.
I need to hear both sides.
What's your answer?
Egregiously, like
What's
the
your answer?
fastest.
He said he got to hear both sides at the
I
police
need,
station.
I need to know.
What's
I
your
need
answer?
to know. I need to
Here's
know.
how this is exactly. I'm just telling you.
Because
Right,
I'm not jumping to
his-
conclusions. I'm not
Tristan-
jumping to conclusions.
facts. That's one. That's number one. Tristan, number one, smacks teacher.
Smack the shit out the teacher.
Teacher smacks him back. I'm going to school.
Mm.
I'm beating teacher up.
Mm.
And then me and Tristan, when he get home, guess
No,
who else
you ain't.
getting beat up?
Mhm.
He getting beat up too. I just need you to understand that. That's exactly how that shit is
No,
going.
you ain't.
I'm telling you right now.
No, you ain't.
If
No, you ain't.
Ali, I don't have the
Your,
bandwidth. Hear
your
me?
professionalism will kick in. I
I
promise you. It would
don't
never.
have the bandwidth.
Listen,
My
Professionalism?
kid.
my bandwidth is crazy, and I got the
Professionalism?
mental
We're not
fortitude.
Talking
What the
Yes,
about
fuck is
somebody else's
professional
kid.
about
We talking about my kid.
yes, you right.
Secondly,
What's professional
we're
about
missing
that?
one part. Let me finish.
What
Let me finish
professional-
real quick. Right?
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
you. I already know. He
Nah,
fucking
I'm
me
telling
up.
you.
He fucking me up too.
No,
This is why I
telling
said he was talking bullshit.
I'm
Here's
not,
where I'm at
bro.
right now.
All
Can I
right.
finish? Just like
Let
I'm right
you
back. What I'm saying to you is exactly why I'm whooping his ass is because when that motherfucking teacher took the time to put his sleeves up before smacking my son, that teacher had time to think before he smacked my son. So before I show nothing. I ain't
Right.
done. I'm
You're
not
right.
done.
You're
What
right.
I'm saying to you
You're
is this. At the end of the day, you made a choice as an adult to smack my fucking kid. You wanted to get violent as his
Yep.
protector.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what the result is. We just gonna take it there. Job. You hear me? I'm being dead ass real with you. Job, all that shit out the fucking window. And when I get my son home, I'm whooping his ass for putting his hands on a grown ass person when that ain't what we do. Period. So I know there's professionalism and all that, but there's no question to ask when you made the choice to do this and say, oh yeah, you fucked up now and slap my kid. You made a choice as a grown ass adult to slap my child.
I just didn't understand when he said professionalism. I was like, I mean, what's
Because-
what's
That
the
ain't if
professional
you ain't showing it, I ain't got no fucking reason to
That
show
nigga
it.
going to jail because he doing that shit. I would
That
never-
too.
in the building.
We
He
both
to
going.
jail.
I'm gonna whoop his ass when we go to the holding
So,
tank
the
too.
teacher
Now
not-
you make
the
it- now
teacher-
you make
the-
the situation worse.
The teacher
Fuck
not
is
going
you
to jail
talking
for
about?
putting his hands on
Made
a
the
minor.
situation worse.
The teacher not going to jail for putting his hands on a minor.
How we know that? But
Shout
then
out
again,
Bruce Lee, shout out
How we
Bruce.
know that? That's the story.
but
Tom
then again,
Money, love you, Tom.
I said, if this is happening with my son or with your son, this is something that's been happening. That teacher and student altercation, they've had issues before.
You're talking about the reason. We don't care about the reason, Ali. It happened, my nigga. Why it happened? How long what led up to it happening? It don't matter. It's
consequences in real life, man. I'm telling you, and they all come to you.
Bro, here's my.
But it's how you want to act that out.
My nigga. You want
to put yourself in a situation for you to be not being able to get that karma.
Listen to me. On my soul, I am ready and willing 1,000% to deal with whatever consequences come my way for somebody putting their hands on my son, and I have to defend that. I'm 1,000% ready to handle any consequences that come with how I retaliate to that. Because, Trav, I agree. You put your hands on my son, I'm going to run through that fucking school.
Okay,
nigga.
So now
I'm running through that school.
Is that an irrational thought?
No, it's not.
No, that's
irrational about it.
That's
irrational about it.
How?
No.
How? Because you're not thinking about it. You're just doing it.
You're not hearing what
I
hear everything.
At some point, okay, let me ask you. So here's
I'm protecting my
another.
child.
1,000%.
I'm not being disrespectful. Let me ask you a question.
1,000%.
Will you let a grown man smack you in front of your son?
No.
Fuck.
So what the fuck are we talking about? Don't get me wrong. You don't want your son to look at you like a pussy and that you can't protect him in any way, shape, or fucking form, especially when it comes to his fucking life being harmed. I'm not saying you do that. I'm just challenging your thought process because I know who you are as a father. So this ain't that. But you going on a level. I don't know. Are you being objective so we can even stop this conversation?
It's time and place.
Saying to you is there ain't no time. There was a time and place before. There was time before you put your hands on my fucking son. There was time, nigga.
Right, and I'm trying to get to that, and I said that. So this is something that was ongoing. So this is something that should be known. So his reaction was.
I'm not in. Hear me clearly. I'm not saying his reaction is wrong. Somebody smack me. I might smack the shit out you too. But you ain't gonna put your hands on my kid.
I don't give a fuck how long it was ongoing for, my nigga. It don't matter. It don't matter how long it was. This could have been going on for weeks, months, years. There's however long it was ongoing for my son to get to the level that he got to. Cool. Like he said, when I get my son back to the pad, me and him gonna handle that back at the pad. But in front of everybody, in front of the world, in front of the school, in front of this district, in front of everybody else, I am going to protect my motherfucking son.
Yes.
You put your hands on my son, I'ma fuck you up.
On school
you a
property.
grown man. Nigga, where the fuck you stand, I'm laying you the fuck out.
But I
nigga.
said to start this, I said we meeting at the police
we
station.
ain't meet.
I said this. Keep it real. I said we meeting at the police station because you're not about to get me with another charge. You not get me with another charge because I'm on school property.
What we're talking about is when you get the phone call to say, Dad, this nigga put his hands on me. You not meeting at the police station. You're going to the school to get your son.
Tell him to meet me there because if I don't go there, this is gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna have a problem. I get exactly where you at, but why am I gonna risk that when there's a better way to handle it?
What's the better way?
Meet me at the police station because somebody got to get hurt.
Understood.
So you want to pop on him in front of the police?
Nah, because I want to see where you really at. We need to have this conversation.
Are you going to pop on him in front of the police?
Nah, we live.
So you don't plan on popping anyway.
We live in the same area.
You don't plan on popping anyway. Nah, that's the difference between me and you.
The question you're trying to ask me is very incriminating right now, and I'm not trying to answer.
I ain't the baddest man, but over my son,
you're thinking about it
thoroughly. Yes, because it's a criminal act at one point in time.
That's fine.
It's you not looking at it like that.
Bruce.
You on school property fighting.
Bruce Lee said, listen, shout out Bruce, shout out Ty, I love you. We all thinking of you for sure. Bruce Lee said, wherever you touch mine, I'm touching you.
Facts, nigga, you talking about criminal and that's fine. I'm cool with all that.
Fuck these niggas talking about Bruce.
I think I'm cool with all that. I'm not trying to cut you off, bro, but the way you sound, the way you're coming off is that I'm not going to retaliate on a certain level because I don't want to take the chance of getting in trouble or catching a criminal charge to defend my son. And that is where we disagree. I don't give a fuck about catching no criminal charge on no school property, fighting on no school property, none of that. You disrespect my son, you put your hands on my son, I'm going to beat your ass when I see you. Whether it's a police station, whether it's at the school, wherever. My son called me and told me this teacher put their hands on him. I'm at that school wreaking fucking havoc, nigga.
I ain't mad at you, guys.
Naturally.
You talking about criminal charges and retaliation and result. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
It's crazy. I said everything off rip. I said it.
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
I said we're gonna meet at the police station because it's gonna be a fucking problem.
Moving forward.
And now we back at the same place.
Nope, I'm pulling up to the school. Listen,
you see what
bring him here because he catching a charge. He catching a charge. Bring that nigga here,
Hey,
bro.
yo, you niggas
bring
see
him
what
here.
chastising
Bring
got
him
us? We
here.
wasn't supposed to
Exactly.
talk about that shit. We
Bring
talking
this
about
nigga
chastising,
here,
now
bro.
we whooping teachers' asses.
See, bring
You know what I'm
this
saying?
No,
That's what we do over
that
here.
was that
We
was the
talking about
situation. That was
chastising kids and whooping teachers' asses.
that was the situation where. No, but my thing is, it's just in general because there was
Exactly,
another
Bruce.
video.
Fuck
There was another video where a man he had his son. He was defending his son from another child was bullying his son. He
And
told
after
the
this,
child
we're
to
gonna move
stop.
on. After this, we gonna after
He
his
told
talk,
the
we gonna
child
move
to stop. The child didn't stop, and then the father smacked the other child. Now, me as a man, as a grown ass man, I'm never gonna put my hands on somebody else's child.
Fuck no.
But if my son called me and say, "Dad, my son's 7. Me and this 7-year-old was fighting. His dad got mad because I got the best of his son, so his dad smacked me in my face."
Oh,
what? It's up, nigga.
Yeah.
And we ain't got shit to talk about.
But
nothing.
you're not on school property.
Listen, moving forward though. Listen.
That's the moral of the story. Like, you're not on school property,
School
gang.
property
What are we
only-
talking
only
about?
means
Hey, yo, we
something
gotta
to
chill.
you.
Are we good? We gotta be good.
I'm great.
We gotta be good.
Phenomenal.
You
So
good?
School
Last
property only
thought.
means something to you.
Last
No, it
thought.
don't. It don't though. But
Last thought.
You keep bringing it up like it means something.
Last thought.
It ain't on school property.
'Cause we
Nigga,
gotta move
nigga,
forward.
we could be in church, nigga. I'm banging on you. You touch my son, nigga.
Gang banging on
Last
Jesus.
thought.
Fucking crazy.
Location don't matter.
Last thought. Last thought. But
Wow,
speaking of shit and speaking of fights and kids getting slapped, let's make this shit funny. I'm watching The Illustrious,
Okay.
the most accurate,
Oh. Snapchat.
the most credible
Snapchat.
source in the world. Snapchat. While I'm watching that, there's a fight. Bitches is shaking.
Oh, man. You don't
Out,
know their
nigga, I
names
see.
individually.
Listen, nigga.
He don't
I
know
see-
their names
listen,
individually,
nigga.
folks. He
All
don't.
I'm telling you is,
Don't mind
bitches-
him.
Listen,
Yep,
bitch,
he got
listen. Bitches is shaking. You feel me? Let me
Harlem?
paint
In the
this scene.
streets.
Oh, okay.
I seen bonnets,
He said
titties.
Ludacris throwing balls.
Listen, I seen
All
bonnets.
type of ass.
Nigga, I
Bitches is
seen
big.
bonnets,
Big
titties,
bitches.
pajama pants, all types of shit.
So why are
They
you
was
really
shaking
watching
out.
this? You
Let
wasn't
me
watching it
finish,
for the
nigga.
fight now.
They shaking out. I
You
think
was
it's
not
two.
watching
Listen,
it for the
it's two
fight.
girls. Listen, it's two girls versus a shorty and her baby. They shaking out. Let me finish. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt the story so I can land, please. God damn. Let a nigga land. They shaking out. Bitch had the rollers on, all that.
Oh, she had a bonnet for real, for real.
They get it shaking.
Mhm.
The baby's in the stroller.
Wait, she had a weapon.
Hold up. Baby in the stroller.
Look at her
This is a
stab.
live baby.
It's
This
a
ain't. Listen, let
it's
me
whole
finish.
Mortal
Can I
Kombat
please
right now.
finish, bro? Please, my nigga. Can I please land,
Gotta let him
bro?
land.
Go ahead,
Gotta
Ali.
let him
You get your shit out that you need to get
My
out.
bad. I
Go
can't
ahead.
help it. I can't help it.
Please let me land.
Right, yeah, go ahead. Land.
They get it shaking. Big bitch couldn't get to the skinny bitch behind the stroller. Right hook to the baby. Pow!
Yo.
I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. It is not funny. Do not put your hands on children. But what in
Baby,
your
my
ever-loving mind make you right? It was a good hook, too.
Baby.
Seen the baby shaking the stroller,
Yo, she did too. She was like,
I'm glad I ain't seen
and got on her back foot, started jabbing shit. Pink, pink, pink,
No
pink.
bueno.
and snuck it in there too. Like she read like,
bueno.
ah.
Why is niggas beating kids up?
No bueno. But I guess you on war. I guess it ain't no. I guess it is what it is. But
Stop
at the same
touching
time,
kids.
that shit crazy.
You cannot.
Yo, adults with their hands on kids is crazy.
bro. That's-
You cannot
yes,
right
naturally,
hook the
that
baby. You
shit is
cannot
wild.
hate that
Adult
girl.
man,
But you want to
adult
know
man.
what, Ray? It brings up something.
If your parents
Girls are
show
way
us
more
something.
ruthless than niggas. I gotta
Facts.
tell you.
Yeah.
They be like, yo, bitch, I'll kick the baby out your stuff. They be doing what? They say crazy
They
and
say
shit to
female
niggas.
prisons is way worse than male
What?
prisons. Them bitches be getting crazy.
They have no qualms when they hate you. When they want you bad enough, they will punch
This ain't crazy,
in Mike
bro.
Tyson
Man,
your infant.
No,
That's
you
what they
remember.
would do.
You remember the video? I know y'all all seen the viral shit with Shorty
They will
had.
Mike Tyson
with
your
Shorty
infant,
had,
nigga.
she had Shorty moms. It was like, yo, this your mom? This your mom?
Oh my God, that one
It
was
was like a
bad.
New York
I remember
project.
that
shit
one.
was wild.
That
God
one
rest
was
in peace,
bad.
because they body Shorty.
They did. They got her.
But it's like he said, like females is ruthless. They get this shit like
They
that. Like
wild.
I'm doing whatever I need to do to get to you. She said,
The
yo, this
levels of anger and
Mom was in
disrespect
a
they
robe
get
and a
to
bonnet, and
is
she was
fucking
smacking
crazy.
flames out.
I guess it's really time and place though, because that's wild. That you got it. Sometimes you got to prove a point
That shit
that's
is
what you was
in
getting at, too.
fucking insane.
naturally. So I hear you. Yes, you're absolutely right.
I know we got a lot of fights on here, guys, but let's just keep it moving.
Yeah, naturally.
Let's call it Fight Fucking Thursday.
Fight Thursday.
Here's a question, fellas.
Oh man, he about to throw some shit out here.
Nothing crazy.
It is what?
We all we got friends, we got boys that pissed us the fuck off.
Yeah.
Ray pissed me off all the fucking time. You my
Y'all
brother.
Same height.
Drew, I don't
We
like
not the
that
same
nigga.
right
I don't like that nigga
I'm
1% of the
talking
year. 99% of the year, I like that nigga. But 1% of the year, I don't like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And brothers fight sometimes. You hear that saying.
all the time. It's not sometimes. Don't let this nigga fool you.
But we're talking about the physical altercations. The question is up here with all of our machismo fellas, are friendly fades healthy for friendships?
No.
When you and your mans get it in, and have you gotten
No.
friendly fades with your mans? Are they healthy for friendships?
They're not healthy for friendships. It depends on what level you
or
are.
is it
at
a
that friendship.
toxic masculinity type of health?
So if we friends for a year and we fight, that's not healthy for our friendship. But if we've been friends for 10, 15 years, if we fighting, niggas know we just got to get this shit out the way. Like,
I disagree.
Nah. Because it's some shit like, yo, my man, like, we're not going to keep doing this. You're going to keep going back and forth with me. And then you're going to be like, yo, we might just have to fight. And then, all right, so is we really fighting? Because, you know, we're going to be cool after this shit anyway. It's going to be boundaries set. That's what I'm saying. So, like, 10, 15 years, you're going to have that conversation. First couple years, you're going to be like, man, if I fight this nigga might not ever see me ever again in his life.
So
this is real shit.
So there's two ways to look at it for me.
Mm-hmm.
That the way, or at least there's two ways that I look at it. So because there's in some cultures, for specific terms like gang cultures,
okay,
they do the whole. We don't even got to be beefing.
Yeah, no,
we don't got to be beefing. My man,
friendly fade.
Let's run out back, catch his fade real fast.
That's a fact. See, that's different though.
No, but
See,
listen.
That's the parameters.
I don't even agree with that.
Set.
I understand it.
Yeah,
I understand it, especially gang culture. It's like, yo, I gotta make sure your hands is tight because if we do get in some shit, I know you got my back.
Thank you. Talk that shit.
I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. But then, like y'all was talking about, on the other side of it is niggas is arguing, and it's like, you know what, man, we can't agree to disagree. I'm saying some shit you don't like, you saying some shit I don't like, and it's starting to borderline get disrespectful. Maybe we gotta step out back and shake.
Never.
For me,
Never.
I can't do that.
Not my friend.
Because
my friend.
And he was like, "Oh, brothers fight." My dad didn't
Keeps
allow.
dropping shit.
We fight all the time.
My dad didn't allow me and my brothers to fight because you got to understand. First of all, my dad taught us how to fight, and it's just like if you have to take that is your last resort. If you have to take it to a physical level,
with your brother,
understand. No, with anybody. There's no brother. There's no differentiation. There's no differentiation with anybody.
Cool.
It's not never be cool. If you have to take it to that level to the point where it has to get physical, to understand once you cross that threshold of it getting physical, like you said, there's no coming back from that as far as my nigga.
I gotta hurt you.
I'm never gonna look at you the same because if I'm getting to that point where this is just me, if I'm getting to the point where me and you have to get into a physical altercation and we gotta fight, understand the only fight I know. I don't do the friendly fade shit. The only fight I know is you get me out of here or I'm getting you out of here. And I wouldn't do that to my brother. And then when I say get you, like I'm gonna fuck you up.
But
like I'm trying to beat that. Like I'm not. It's not gonna be a yo. We fought a little bit and that is it. We shake it. No, I'm trying to get you the fuck out of here. If I gotta take it to that level, I'm going all the way.
Not my brothers.
I'm going all the way.
Not my brothers.
That's why I don't fight my brothers. That's why I don't fight friends. There's no like.
Never. You can call this growth. You can call it whatever.
That's me.
I would never in my life, no matter which one of my brothers, I would never fight none of my brothers. I don't give a fuck how mad you may be.
Now, I don't punch my brother dead in his shit.
Stop it.
But it don't turn into a fight.
Stop it.
That's what we. But you time out real quick. I just got to challenge what he's saying. It's a contradiction from what you just said.
Because we didn't fight. It wasn't a fight.
But you said it
wasn't a fight.
Listen.
So time out. Is there a difference for you? I'm asking for you because I just want to clarify. There's a difference for you between getting to the point of just wanting to punch you in the face and then wanting to get you out of there. There's a stoppage between them two. Because what you said was if I fight you, if I get to the level of wanting to fight you, which you got to with your brother,
like me and
you would try to take him out. You would try and you're gonna go all the way. So but you also said I punched my brother in his face and we didn't fight. Was that on your end of not fighting, or y'all chose to not do?
Yeah. So my thing is like, I'm asking.
So
when I say fight, it's a back and forth. So I'm gonna snuff you in your shit. If you get up and start to try to fight back, we going all the way with it. Now I don't.
So there's a middle ground for you, is what you're saying.
I don't know, because my thing is, if I punch you in your shit, I mean, nigga, I've been trained to learn. I'm not fucking a savage. If I punch you in your shit and you won't fight back, I'm not just gonna pummel your shit. Not my brother. I punch my brother in his shit. You don't want no smoke because you know you was wrong, and that was the end of that. You ain't retaliate. You ain't go back and forth. You got snuffed. It was the end of that. And I done got punched in my shit. All right, bro, you got it, and walk away. But there's no going back and forth, because once we start this altercation and going back and forth, it's up.
My nigga.
And my fault. It was his turn. I cut him off because I just had to get clarification. Go ahead. What you were saying?
My nigga, let me tell you something.
Your mic's over here.
Let me tell you something. Realest shit ever. Right. All my brothers know me. All my brothers know how I act. Everybody else might not know how I act. My brothers know how I act. My brothers know how I give it up. My brothers know how I am. I will never in my life fight near one of my brothers.
I wasn't raised to. You're right. I agree. I wasn't raised to.
That ain't got shit to do with raising. That got shit. No, it don't. You want to know why? Because I wasn't raised to be like, yo, I done been through some shit with you, and I know if you reacting like this because I know who you is, that means you got some other shit going on in your head, right?
But you were still taught not to fight your brothers.
No, I was taught to wrestle with my brothers. We was taught to fight, but I'm not about to punch this nigga in his face. That is not what I'm about to do. That is different. We'll wrestle all fucking day. Yes, we know it was ways to get your aggression out other than really fighting this nigga. Like he not a person. He's not a random person in the street. There's somebody that sleep under the same house as you. So if we fighting, it ain't no more after that.
So for my answer would be,
I would never fight.
Let me be very clear. As a person that has two bestest friends in the fucking world. One that I fought probably every year, once a year, till I was 18 years old. And I think, and it just would happen.
How that work? I don't understand it either.
Let me finish. I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna explain it if y'all let me say it. Right. And as another friend that I fought multiple times, that friend was more thought like you. We would get it in, but he ain't never really punch back.
How that work?
But the other one, me and him will get it in. And I can tell him it don't matter, Darnie and Lit.
We know.
But what I'm saying is, it wasn't like, all right, Darnie, we got to get our fight and let's go scrap. Like me, I think. Let me say this. I don't think I agree with you. I don't think it's healthy at all. Right? I think once after it happens, once after it occurs, in your brain you justify it as brothers fight. Right? You get what I'm saying to you? I don't think we lead off or go into them shits feeling like that, right? But me and Darnie just came to an understanding of something else as well, too. I don't think it's necessarily healthy. Do I think it's necessary? I would say in my case a little bit, yes. And this is no shot at these.
It's a mixture of. I know where you want to go. I know you going.
And this is no shot. This is no shot at anybody that's in this room. But I didn't get to necessarily grow up with my older brothers in my house as much. You get what I'm saying? 100%. And even in doing so, we weren't really aggressive with each other. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily like that.
About?
We would.
What childhood was you in?
I mean, we was there, but we wasn't like we wasn't. We never. In full transparency, we ain't never me. Us,
time out. I just finished telling the story. Hold on. I just finished telling the story. Every time I seen this nigga, we had to wrestle. I was tying my shoes and tightening my belts because we was about to scrap every single time.
We wasn't fisticuffs.
Never, because there's no reason we should fight. I said there's other ways to get that aggression.
With y'all not being in the crib like that, I had friends, i.e. Darnie, Shell, Lit, A, Mo, other niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That when I was around them and the way they was brought up, right? It was like that. Like, nigga, this kind of test your steel sharpen steel type shit. And it wasn't necessarily like they planned the fights or nothing like that. It's like, all right, when you're challenged as a man, although I'm your friend, do you step up to said challenge or do you not? Do I think that I think what happens is we get the thought process because when we're young, we emotionally don't understand how to look at your mans and be like, hey, yo, my fault, I was dead ass wrong, let's do it. We grandstand a lot. We got to be in front of niggas, we got to show off, right?
Niggas ain't never seen Highlander.
But as you get older, like now, it takes a lot for me to get to a space where I'm about to scrap with one of y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like it's gonna take, and if we do get to that point, I'm with you. Like if we get to a point where we really gotta shake crazy, other than Darnie, because it's just kind of been grandfathered in. Yeah, I'm with you. At that point, why are we even here? I'm 35 years old. Why are we even at this point? If we shaking at this point, we must not have grown over the years of being friends.
But my thing is like I can't get to a point when we talk about fighting, like a fight.
I get what you're saying.
In my head, I can't get like nigga. It's me or you. This isn't a friendly.
I get what you're saying.
We're gonna now I box. So if we boxing, that's one thing. We put the gloves on, and my dad had me and my brothers do that to a sense to where like and like when I was talking about the gang shit, where we gonna see. Y'all gotta learn how to defend yourselves. Y'all gotta learn how to fight. But I'm talking about like if me and my nigga get into an argument, it's an altercation. I'll walk away before it turn to blows because if it turns to blows, it's up. It's not, and we're never gonna be the same after that.
Yeah,
it's never gonna be. We're never gonna be cool after that. It's never gonna be alright after that. Like every time, anything you say to me, I'm gonna feel like it's a test or you pressing me, and it's gonna go up from there. It's just not. It's not gonna be. That's why I was taught like you don't fight friends, you don't fight family.
I don't think I've ever fought a friend. and this is how simple it was to me growing up where I went to school. I was never friends with anybody else I played one-on-one after with. And that's real life shit.
This nigga's stupid.
We talk about fighting. Let's just keep it how simple it was. I've never been friends with anybody else I beat one-on-one that went to my high school. Ever.
That's because
so no, it was a way to get my aggression out.
I know.
I knew I needed to beat your fucking head in, but I just had to pick a different avenue.
For sure.
Moral of the story. Like my brothers, I'm gonna wrestle with y'all.
So for me,
once
like,
I got to a certain height, niggas was like, yo, we ain't doing this shit no more. We just not come on.
So if we throw the boxing gloves on, we put the headgear on, we get in. I mean, we throw some boxing gloves on.
I would never do that with my brothers.
We trying to like spar or whatever. Because I understand boxing sparring. To me, that's not fighting. That's a sport. But if we talking about me and you get into an argument, I disagree with what you're saying, you disagree with what I'm saying, it turns to disrespect and we shake. That's not friendly phase. I'm trying to get you the fuck up out of here.
I've had moments where my brother wanted to fight me and I wouldn't fight this nigga.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
I was in
my brother.
Hear me out though.
Shit. I just got punched in my shit.
I did it.
Niggas know how I like my sneakers.
You that mad that you want to get because
hold me up though. Hold me up. Niggas know I like my sneakers. Niggas know I like to be fly.
Yeah, you like
I
reason for it.
I gotta be crispy. Just
you like reason for it, but you don't mind if a nigga step on your fives. We already talked about
bro. We was on dirt fucking lawn. I'm in white and yellow shoes, light blue jean shorts, nigga, and a white tee. And we tussling in the fucking dirt. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not gonna fight you no matter how you try to slice this shit. I'm laughing at this nigga and it's making him angrier. I don't give a fuck. I don't yo, this is a real fucking story. I don't give a fuck how mad you is right now. I'm not fighting you. I know you mad, but I know that your anger is not coming from a place of me.
I just want y'all to know my legs are swinging off this motherfucking school.
So me knowing that, I'm not about to take it to another level for us to be on a place where I can't fuck with you no more because I had to put my hands on you. If I got to put my hands on you, it's a problem. It's a fucking problem because I already justified it in my head, so I'm already over it.
But with that said, valid, you know what I'm saying? Not to cut Ali off, but with that said, yeah, if y'all see me pop on one of these niggas live on the pod, y'all know what it is. These niggas done pissed me off to the point where it's up, nigga.
You wanna know why? Because the Eagles is America's bird and they get shot down too.
Listen, man, lastly, talking about, you know what? You know what, boy?
Damn.
God damn it.
Come on, cuz.
God damn it, Alejandro. That was an ill motherfucking bar.
Damn.
Also a great fucking segue. You want to know why? Because this nigga, crazy. Donald Trump, the president, who has the motherfucker. This nigga's running this bitch like death row. That's motherfucking Trump night, nigga. That's Don Gotti.
It's just more publicized.
That's Don. You hear me? His name is Don Gotti.
He just showing
the nigga looked at the girl from Maine.
He completing problems with showing.
I don't like this nigga. I just want y'all to know that. But I respect his gangster. Hold on, y'all.
That's all he doing.
He's doing some.
Hey, yo,
that's
it, shit, nigga.
Because normally other presidents do this shit behind closed doors.
Yo, we can't talk over each other. Look, we can't talk over each other. But I'm gonna let you know, real talk. I want you to go. What y'all say to this nigga doing gangster shit? Go ahead.
Listen, I just think that he's just showing his work. He's solving a problem in his head, right? However the hell he thinks this needs to be solved.
You smiling too much for me. I don't like it.
This shit funny. This shit funny. It's really not funny.
I'm fucking with you. No, it is. No,
it's not. It's really diabolical.
We have to separate.
He's really doing some shit to the point where, like, if you look at it like a math equation, he's solving a problem in his head, and he's just showing his work. And everything we see from it is him showing his work.
For sure.
And he's just doing this for everybody else's validation. He's just trying to get money to keep funding what he's doing.
And here's my thing.
Everybody buying in. So now we look at the country like, God damn.
You kind of serious as now. I want to go to Ray real quick. The only reason I'm saying this is I want to separate his policies from the action he is taking. What I'm saying to you is I'm not talking about what he's putting in place. The level of gangster. This nigga is walking in the way he's walking to the podium. The nigga looked at the girl from Maine and said, "Hey, I just ended transgenders being able to play male sports. I heard Maine's not gonna follow. Where's Maine? Is Maine here today?"
That ain't gangster.
Looked out to her and said, "Hey, you better do it, or I'm not sending any federal funding." Now listen.
You really think he on TV?
Now listen.
He think this is one of
Granted, I fuck with the girl from Maine. She's a gangster. Shorty from Maine looked at him and said, "Last I heard, Maine don't need no federal funding." You feel me? So she was like gangster. But the fact that Donald Trump is just walking up to podiums, it's not like the president. It's like
Dang,
It's
that
like-
shit go full circle.
It's like
Wanna know what it is?
it's like
He ain't had no consequences.
it's like
None.
a gangster.
This
Am
nigga
I
never
bugging
said
right?
no shit and got punched in the face for it ever in life.
Listen,
You can tell by the way he,
Am I bugging?
ever in life.
He
'Cause
ain't
he
walking
was-
up to that podium like, nigga, this about to be.
He said, "You know
I'm
who
about to
got-
be here for the
said it
next
before.
20 years.
I said it before, and I'm gonna continue to say it.
I don't like this.
Donald Trump is the epitome of
I hate this nigga.
you told little Timmy you can be whatever you want to be when you grow up.
Oh my god."
You
Oh my
told
God.
That's a fact.
listen,
He's not
listen,
lying.
listen. I let y'all rock. I let y'all rock. I let y'all rock.
disagree.
I let y'all rock.
You're right, bro.
You told he is the epitome.
I'm just
You told little Timmy he could be whatever the fuck he want to be when he grow up. And then y'all took away chastising kids. Y'all turned soft parenting into a thing, into America's way of raising kids to where there is no discipline. Kids do what the fuck they want. So now the product that you have is Timmy, who has no business being in politics. I was told in 3rd grade, I want to be the president. I don't know shit about politics, but I want to be the president when I grow up. You know what, little Timmy? Be the president, little Timmy. Now little Timmy is the fucking president, and he don't know what the fuck he doing because he don't know shit about politics. But little Timmy got a set of balls on him. Pause.
That sounds crazy.
So I'm sitting up here doing what the fuck I want because I am the leader of the free world. And you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. What they gonna say now? What Curry said? What they gonna say now? Well, fuck it. Fuck it.
Hey, yo, I got
That shit diabolical,
I agree.
man.
He
I-
not.
Listen,
That's
man.
that is literally what he's doing.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm up here. I'm up here wreaking havoc just because I can.
I just
I'm
want
the
y'all
leader
to
of the
know,
free
man.
world. I'm
I
doing
think-
what the fuck I want just because I can.
I think he's
Until
showing his
somebody
work.
stop me,
Why would
I'm
you
gonna do
stop
it. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want till somebody say, "Hey, yo, chill."
At this point, listen, this nigga is making niggas bow down to the ground.
You know how in NBA niggas shoot a bucket and then turn around and hold it. That's what Trump up there doing. That nigga
All
signing
day
documents,
long.
holding his balls like do something, nigga.
The
Do something about it.
nigga signed the plastic cup boys document like it was motherfucking the next. It was a declaration of war. He said, "This is gonna be a good one right here. Plastic straws are back."
This is 100% a product of telling. This is
So
a
what-
product of
what I
the
say, though?
participation award.
What I
era.
say though, he's showing his work.
Showing his ass. No, he's
showing his
Hey,
work.
yo,
Showing his
Gotti,
ass.
He's
that
showing his
nigga
work.
is Don Gotti. I'm
That nigga
telling
out there
you,
showing his ass.
I'm
it's
showing-
Don Gotti,
I'm showing you this while I do something else.
Don Cartagena, Don Cornelius. How that Don feel? That nigga is running around here acting like Don Escobar.
And he said it. He said it right. He was like, "Oh, that nigga, that's Trump night."
Trump
Because
night.
I'm doing what the fuck I want.
Death row,
I dare
nigga.
one of you motherfuckers to say something.
Where he
Death
end up at?
row.
I dare one of you motherfuckers to say
Welcome.
something.
Where he end up at?
Welcome to
I mean, he
death
on
row.
his deathbed now,
Where-
but
huh?
Welcome to
but-
death
He
row.
but-
where?
huh?
What you said?
He on his deathbed now, ain't he? Ain't sure like out of there.
Sure, he ain't out of here. He in jail, nigga.
But he on his deathbed in
I
jail.
said-
Nigga,
I
that
said
nigga on
it's a-
hospice or some shit like that,
Yeah,
ain't he?
he in jail though.
He in jail.
He
I don't
in
think
jail.
he dead. He on his way out. We can't have
I'm
him
not
out.
Ain't Trump a convicted
I don't want
felon?
him to die, but
Ain't,
no.
ain't he a convicted?
Listen, he's a
Mm.
gangster.
I believe he is.
It's
He's
weird.
ga-
I believe he's a
yes,
convicted
he
felon.
definitely is.
I believe he's a convicted felon.
That
Definitely
situation is
is.
a gray
Ain't
area.
believe. That's a
I
fact.
believe he's a convicted. I'm just saying. I could be
believe
wrong.
so too.
I believe he's a convicted
But-
felon.
But it's a gray area because he's a president.
This is the point where you know when they do they do the West Coast rap and the screen go gray and the sunglasses come on a nigga face.
For sure.
That's Trump.
And then in the background they say president
Yeah,
because that's the only reason it happened.
that nigga up there showing his ass and he like what? Do something.
I was
Say
a
something.
Previous president.
You know what? There's only 2 genders. Y'all did all that gender equality shit, all that LGBTQ, all that. Da, 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 da. It's only 2 genders, nigga.
That nigga
Fight.
said that
Fight
nigga,
for the right.
That nigga went to the passport people and said
Fight for the right.
M and F, nigga. Ain't no other.
Ain't no other. Fight for the right.
That nigga is Don Gotti.
Shut
Wow.
that whole
Wild boys back
movement
outside.
down.
You know what?
outside.
Listen, I don't agree with none of his shit, but we're gonna
Oh, we
get
don't agree. We talking facts. We're not
Listen
talking
to
about what we agree with or disagree with.
I don't
talking about
agree.
that nigga's up there showing his ass. As the leader of the free world, he doing what the fuck he want.
I don't agree with nothing he's doing, but in the spirit of his gangsternism, what's the status? Travis is out of here, and the ruler's back.
Oh my god. I don't condone this. These folkery. No,
I like
I'm all
chicken.
set.
Yes, sir.
Right? Come on,
Yo,
bro.
shout out everybody.
Come on,
Shout
man.
out Tasha Wingate. We
Come on.
love you. Shout out Bruce. Shout out Roy. Shout out Skinny. He was in the building. Shannon. He was in the building. Shout out Sherelle. Shout out Miguel. Shout out who else was in there? Let's go look.
You got your hands.
Let's go run it down. Let's go run them
Put
down.
the status to use.
Let's go run them down. Miguel, Philip Peterson, Rhonda. Love you, Ronnie Ann.
Gotta hit 'em with the shoe.
Already said Bruce Lee. R. Deezy. Welcome for being in the spot.
How you whispering
Hey, yo,
on
Tico.
camera?
Hey, yo, Tico. Hey, yo, Tico.
That's
What
make
up?
it funny.
What's wrong with this nigga?
Godmom, Michelle Parker,
You know how to
Monte,
read.
good seeing you.
Yeah, we've been on here for an hour and a half. I know y'all tired of us.
Again, Ty Lowry, appreciate
But
the
But we
love.
back. I'm gonna try not to call in
You
sick
heard?
again. These
Nah,
niggas
that nigga
fucking
was
harassed
faking. That
me.
nigga was
You
All
called
I
me
had the
faking.
fucking
Listen,
flu.
you
bitch
come-
ass
you
niggas.
ain't had a
Y'all
flu.
niggas was calling me
Faking.
all sorts of bitch ass
Faking.
niggas and sick
Faking.
ass niggas and all that.